Hi, I'm Jerron, your fitness trainer for today. Today I'll be assessing your static balance using the Stork test. So I've already laid out the equipment in front of you. I'll also be timing you on the stopwatch. So before we start, right, I need to tell you the purpose of this test. So the purpose of this test is that it will allow me to find out any instability on your single leg. Right? This is for me to prescribe and recommend you new exercises to help you achieve your goals and to help you gain better results in the future for this test. So before we move on, I need to get your informed consent for three things. So firstly, there may be a risk of injuries. You may be injuring your ankles and your calves. This is because you'll be balancing on one leg with your heels off the ground. Right? Secondly, I'll be standing beside you the entire time to catch you if in case you do fall. So I just need to have that as a precaution. Thirdly, if you feel unwell throughout the assessment, please stop me and then inform me. I'll try my best to aid you in any way possible. So before we start, are you feeling okay? Are you feeling well for exercise today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel okay. Okay, so I'll now demonstrate how it's done, and then after that, I'll allow you to do a 1 minute practice to get a feel for it and how you can maybe like get a hang of it, right? And if you have any questions afterwards, you can just inform me, and I'll try to clarify the doubts. Yeah. So firstly, I'm gonna stand here, right? Always have your hands on your hips, right? After that, use one leg. So let's say now I'm testing on my right leg. My left leg, which is my non-supporting leg, will be on top of my knee. Right, it will be towards the side over there. The time will only start if your heels are off the ground. So for example, now it's not the time, it hasn't started yet. The time will only start if my heels are off the ground, which is something like this. So that's when the time starts. Yeah. Okay. So do you have any questions?
No.
So now I will have you do this practice for about 1 minute, and then if you have anything else you want to ask me, you can just clarify with me. Yeah. So you can go ahead. I'll be timing 1 minute now. Okay, it's 1 minute already. So do you have any questions you want to ask?
No.
Okay, so before I go on to the actual test, right, I need to inform you about the termination of the test. So there'll be different ways that I'll terminate the test if I find that you are not doing the test properly. So firstly is that once you are up, right, and your heel touches the ground, I want to stop the time. If your non-supporting leg is off your knees, I will also have to stop the time. If your hands are off the hips, I will also have to terminate the test. Lastly, the termination for this test if I feel that you are not feeling well, or I feel any distress in your facial expression, I feel that you have any onset of angina or any form of distress, I will have to terminate the test, and the results will not be collected. Right? So this is just for you. This is just for precautions for you. Yeah. So now if you're ready to start, we can. It's up to you. Okay. So you can now start on the right leg first. So your non-supporting leg, which is your left leg. Oh no. Yeah, like this. Alright, so you can put it on top of your right knee. The time will only start if you lift off your heel, so you can start whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Okay, that's one time. Okay, that's two time. Okay, that's three time. So now we move on to your left leg. So now your supporting will be your left, and then yeah. Okay, so whenever you're ready. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, that's the second one. And that's the last one. Okay, so how are you feeling? Do you feel any discomfort or anything? Do you feel unwell?
No.
Okay, so I've collected your results. I'll be coming back to you in 2 days, or next day, right? I will be analyzing your data with normative data that I have, and then I'll be compiling your results, and then I will then be able to recommend and prescribe exercises for you. So yeah, I'll see you in the next section.
Okay.
Hi, welcome back to the second segment of the balance analysis. So it is right, I've compiled your results from your previous balance assessment. So I'll be sharing with you the analysis that I've gotten. So for your right leg, the total up time will be 7 seconds with an average of 2.3 seconds, resulting in a poor rating compared to the normative data.
and then your left leg is a total of 5.8 seconds with an average of 1.93 seconds, also resulting in a poor rating. So to get the next rating, you must get above 10 seconds for each leg, which will reach you to the next milestone, which hits for below average. So I'll be recommending you 2 exercises to improve your static balance, which will also play a part in helping you achieve your goals. So the first exercise I want to recommend you is hamstring curls. Okay, this can be done in the gym, or if you have the equipment at home, you can also do it at home. So I'll be using the FITT model. This is talking about frequency, intensity, time, and type. Yeah. So frequency, you can do this for 3 days a week, increasing it to 4 to 5 days a week based on your progress. So the ultimate goal is to do it at least daily, to do it daily. So that's the ultimate goal. But now since you're starting out, you can start at 3 days a week. Yeah. For the intensity, you can start at moderate intensity. So you have to hit a 67% or below of your 1 rep max, right? I'll be explaining this later on. Yeah. So the next one is the time. So you'll be doing this for 5 sets, doing it for 10 reps, right? With 2 minutes of rest. Yeah. And then for the type of exercise this is a resistance training for muscular endurance, while it also improves your muscle strength and muscle tone. Yeah. So the additional details for this training is that I'll be talking about the muscle strain. So the muscle strain for this exercise, of course, will be the hamstrings, as you know, it's a hamstring curls, and you'll also be training your calves, right? So the number of sets and number of reps, like I said just now, is 5 sets with 10 reps. You can increase the intensity by increasing the reps and reducing the sets. For the intensity, like I said, I'll explain it further. So just now I stated that you must use 67% of your 1 rep max or lower. So how do you determine your 1 rep max? So for example, if your 1 rep max is 17%, 67% of your 17 kg will be 11.4 kg. So you'll be doing your exercise of hamstring curls at 11.4 kg, doing it like how I stated, which is 10 reps for 5 sets. So the rest interval will be 2 minutes each. So 2 minutes for interval before doing the next set. Yeah. For the tempo, this is very important, is 4-0-2-0. So what does this mean is that you'll be doing 4 seconds of concentric contraction, where you are bringing your legs in, right, until your feet touches your thighs. So 4 seconds is needed for that to happen, right? So the 2 seconds will be for eccentric contraction, where your feet will be returning back to the original position, which is the starting position. Yeah. So you'll do this, which is 1 rep. After that, you'll repeat it. So 1 rep is about 6 seconds. Yeah. The next exercise that I want to prescribe you is a single leg deadlift. Alright. So like I said, I'll be using the FITT again. Yeah. So the frequency will be 3 days a week, same as just now, increasing it to 4 to 5 days week progress based on your progress. Yeah. So intensity, you can start at body weight, increasing the difficulty. You can increase the difficulty by holding more weights, or you can decrease the difficulty by doing it for less seconds within the set itself. For the time, you'll be holding the position for 10 seconds, repeating it for 6 sets. Right? So how do you improve the time? Right? You can progress by decreasing the sets and increasing the time held per set. For example, instead of holding for 10 seconds, you can hold it for 15 seconds and doing it for 4 sets instead. So the type of training, so what type of exercise is the single leg deadlift? It is a stability training for your lower body static balance, right? After that, I'll go on to the additional details for this exercise. So the muscles trained for this exercise will be the glutes, your hamstrings, lower back, and core muscles. Yeah. So now on to the number of sets and reps. So like I said just now, for the sets, you'll be doing it for 6 sets. Yeah. That is if you're doing, because you're trying to aim for 60 seconds total. Yeah. The number of reps, there will be realistically you'll be 0 because it's an isometric hold. So you'll be holding it based on how long you can hold it, right? So holding for 10 seconds is the minimum, right? Increasing it, like I said, to 15. And then the intensity for this is determined by your body weight, right? The intensity can be increased by holding extra weights or by increasing the amount of time you're held in the position. Yeah. The rest interval for this exercise will be 2 minutes rest in between each set. Right. The tempo will be no tempo because it's an isometric hold, so you're just holding in position. So after all this, do you have any questions or anything you want to clarify with me?
No.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you for joining me in this session.
Thank you.
I hope you achieve your goals soon. Yeah, so thank you for coming.